Surprise, it's me, Torrin Atkinson, here again for a special late night 20-minute monster drawing. I feel like this is too low. Maybe I just angle it up. That should be okay. And as I do every week, I draw a monster from Dungeons and Dragons. Is this better? I feel this is better. Right now I'm going through the Monster Manual 2, which I have here in my hand, from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Check out my other videos. I got a whole playlist. I already went through the Monster Manual 1 and the Fiend Folio, and now we're doing this. And today's letter, as we go through the alphabet, is the letter O. And can you guess what creature we will be doing today? But before we get to that, I need to remind you of what you see on the screen, which is my website, torrinatkinson.com. I have drawn for Dungeons and Dragons since the late 90s. Pretty much black and white only. And I have a bunch of original artwork from various books, not just Dungeons and Dragons, but other ones as well, that I'm selling the original art on my website, torrinatkinson.com. Now, of course, also I have a Patreon. Yes, it's true. So if you like what I do, you can send me $1. Sign up to my Patreon. I just posted on my Patreon my 2024 list of best movies, all the 2024 movies I saw from bestest to leastest, and some other stuff as well, including these artworks that I do. And then, of course, I stream on the YouTube, so like and subscribe, and I have an Instagram, and I have a Blue Sky, and it's all on your screen right now if you would like to partake. I'm streaming at an unusual time. We had a doggy emergency this morning, so I had to go to the... I had band practice at 12 for my band, my Lovecraft band, the Darkest of the Hillside Thickets, and I usually start streaming at 10 a.m. on Sundays here in Vancouver. But 10 a.m. is exactly the time that the pharmacy opens here on Commercial Drive, so I had to make a run for it to get a bunch of first aid stuff because our dog cut his paw, and so we had to YouTube. What do you do when your dog cuts his paw? So we had to get a bunch of stuff. Anyway, long story long. That's all over now, and our dog is doing okay so far. Yeah, that's the story there. So I have a little bit of free time right now, so I thought I would try to catch up. I've been in Japan for the previous 2 Sundays. I was in Japan, so the last one I did was basically 3 Sundays ago, which is crazy, and that was N for Nereid. It was a Nereid on a Nautilus, and today I'm drawing. Let's see, do I have the? Yes, there it is. So we can get rid of that. We can get rid of this stuff here. Today we're not going to use that layer. Well, probably not that layer. Anyway, it's the Oliphant. Can I auto contrast this up anymore? No. There were a few other choices. I seriously considered the Opinicus. Can you see him there? He's pretty cool looking, I think. But I went for the Oliphant. And what is the description of the Oliphant? Well, the Oliphant is probably a modern-day relative of the modern day. I like this modern-day D&D. Pleistocene, not Plasticine. Although I would like the Plasticine epoch. Oh, hey, Killswitch is here. Japan was pretty amazing. I've been posting on my blog, Torrin Atkinson. I just posted my first. If you go to torrinatkinson.com, the first blog entry you'll see at the top is part 1 of my Japan Chronicles. I went to Tokyo and spent basically 24 hours there before we went to our other destinations. And those other destinations I'll get to. I'll put those up. Pretty exciting stuff. But we went to, there's a neighborhood in Japan called Jinbocho, which is known for its used bookstores. So I met up with my old high school pal Marcus, who lives in Japan with his family, and he was kind enough to drive us around to Jinbocho and also Akihabara, which is the well-known nerdy tech area where I picked up some Ultraman toys and took many amazing photos, which I will post on my Facebook and on my blog, and probably on my Blue Sky. We shall see. Anyway, welcome to... Thanks for joining the chat, Killswitch. And as I was saying about our good friend, the Oliphant, its hairy hide enables it to survive in cooler temperatures and subarctic climates. The solitary Oliphant avoids inhabited areas. Oliphants can be captured and trained if young enough. An Oliphant attacks with its down-curving tusks and heavy forelegs. Its trunk is too short to be used as an effective weapon. An Oliphant can fight 4 man-sized opponents simultaneously, or 2 ogre-sized enemies, or 1 of giant size. The intelligence of Oliphants is such that when properly trained, they become engines of destruction, especially the large males. When fed and cared for, these creatures can grow 10 feet or greater in size and bulk, which is far larger than their wild counterparts. Such creatures are used in war and for other military duties when armored with leather or scale and plate reinforcements, spikes projecting from head and forelegs. Okay, that's pretty great. And bearing castle-like howdah, say it right, Frenchie, containing archers and pikemen. Elephants are armed in warm climes, but those less intelligent creatures lack the ferocity of trained Oliphants. Oliphants do not fear fire. We don't care about that. They are aggressive, yes. Oliphant tests range and value. We don't care about that. We don't care about the family. We're just going to draw 1 Oliphant, but it's going to be... I've chosen my color. The color is olive. It's going to be an olive Oliphant, and it's going to be... What else? It's going to have the howdah on it, and maybe what I'll do is I'll grab this, rasterize that layer, and we don't need the... We know that it's 10 feet tall. That's all we really need to know. So we'll just keep that on hand as our handy-dandy reference. We don't need that. And what else did I grab for reference? There's a howdah. I think I have some other howdahs. Oh, there's going to be an orc. There's going to be an orc in the howdah. We'll get to that in a second. There is... Oops. There's a mastodon I grabbed from the old internet. Looks like one of those old 70s. When I was a kid in the 70s and 80s, I had some dinosaur prehistoric animal books, and they all had this kind of lush illustrations of the prehistoric animals. So that's pretty good. But in this one, he seems to be quite hairy or shaggy in places anyway. So we'll see if we can do that. I found I don't know if I need this, but it's good to know the shape of the tusks. They come in they kind of come in towards facing each other. I don't know if we'll need that. Let's delete that. I have also here's the mastodon compared to the African elephant. So we want to make sure he's more of a... I don't know, he's got more of a slopey head, kind of a forward pointing head. So that's good to know. There's another howdah. I guess this is the only one that's facing the wrong way. Well, I want to do them facing from left to right. Is that right? Yeah, all of these references are facing screen right. So let me do this one right now before we get started. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Wrong. And how is Killswitch this lovely evening? Flip horizontal, that's what I want. Here's what I like about this one. Let me change let's change into a red. I like these weird braids it's got coming down. I like it's supposed to have spikes. They said in the description there's going to be some spikes. I don't know where. Let's give him some knee pads maybe. That seems dangerous. And then I like the undo. It's just like carpet with the frill on the bottom. That's nice. Whoops. Oh no. Redo. I should save my work before I get too far. Let's save this. Let's look at some of the other ones. Mastodon, that's fine. Here's another one. This one's also has some kind of like braidy things going on down here. Looks very nice, very cute. And they've sawn off the tusks, which we're definitely not going to do. Is there anything really here? I mean, this is the shape of the... I think the howdah will be much simpler. We only have 20 minutes, so the shape of the howdah is going to be... But I like the top of it here. I like that shape there. So I feel like from this, we're only going to need this part here. Let's just grab that. Boom. No, I don't want image size. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. I want contrast. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. This one, also has kind of a cool howdah. But there's nothing inside these ones. It's kind of like a little weird little cage thing going on here. Not sure how I like about that. And then they have their, what's that sign? Is that the, I'm gonna show my ignorance. That's a flag sign? Is that a religious symbol or a national symbol? Anyway, I don't think there's much to grab from here. I don't think we're gonna use that one. I'm gonna delete it. Maybe I'll do the same thing. I'll just grab. I'm alright, thanks for asking. Have to help a friend move into his new place tomorrow, so taking it easy today. Gonna be something, yeah. I like helping friends move. I think this is the winning howdah here. You know, I don't get a lot of exercise. My exercise is usually bicycling. So whenever somebody says they're moving, I usually offer, because it's nice to get a little bit of a workout and do something productive. I don't like going to the gym. I just feel it's... there's so many... I won't even get into it. So many reasons I don't like going to the gym. I think this is a nice, simple howdah. And again, it's got the cool thing on the top. Maybe we need to have more spikes. And there's a little dude in there. And then, yeah, that's the general gist. Here's the spikes right here. Just, yeah, that's great. Okay. So we'll keep that one. That's going to be our #1 reference, I think, for the howdah. Should I even keep the other ones? Probably not. Get rid of those. Yeah, get rid of that. You're gone. I'll keep that one just for the top. And then the last one I have is... This is actually... It looks like a colorized photograph from old time. I don't know if there's anything I need there. We'll hang on to it just the same. Okay, so... Are we ready to start? Oh yeah, the orc. So there's going to be an orc. Oh, where's the orc? Here's the orc from the monster manual. So that's good to have on hand. This the pig-faced orcs, not the modern day orcs. So that's an important distinction. Orcs. Don't really show much of these orcs, do they? Anyway. And then of the pig-faced orcs, there's a game that came out around 2000, 1998, 1999, 2000, called Orc! ORK, from Green Ronin Publishing, who I did lots of work for back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And one of their games was this hilarious game, a little, what was it called? Like Beer and Pretzels role-playing game called Orc. And I did most of the artwork for it. And they wanted the pig-faced orcs, so this is going to be my reference for my orc in the howdah. It's going to be an orc on an Oliphant, an old orc or Oliphant anyway. So it is 7:03. If we get 20 minutes, that's going to take us to 7:23. Let me check the chat before. Moderation helps keep everyone safe. Thank you. Will be a good workout for sure. His apartment is up 2 flights of stairs. Yeah, the pig-faced orcs. Yeah. Okay, 7:03. Let's go. Let's do it. Let me get my olive color back on both things. And yeah, let's. As always, we're using the should be 30. Bit brusher, a bit bigger of the brush. Okay. I want us to be looking up at the orc. Maybe this is some rocks here. Oh, the other thing is there's other things I did. Where is it? I thought I grabbed them. Sketchfab. Here we go. I looked on Sketchfab. Now we're eating. Here's Sketchfab. And I typed in Mastodon, and some things came up, and I just grabbed some screenshots of them as well. So for the posing, there's for the posing of the Mastodon. We will keep those handy. Actually, I don't want to look at them right now. I'm gonna come back to those because I just want to freeform. God, I gotta get rid of that. There we go. Just want to freeform. Nope, wrong layer. I want to freeform. Oh my God, it went to black somehow. So I want it to be. I want the howdah to be like you're looking up at him. He's coming at you. There's some. And his foot is up. His eyes will be like up here maybe. He's gonna have the spikes on the howdah. Something like that. Something like that. Right? Howdah. Say it right, Frenchie. Here's the orc. He's going to be very small. He's going to be in the howdah, right? Is that how it works? I don't know. I don't even know. All right. So how do we want his trunk? We want his trunk coming. Do we want to do much foreshortening? How crazy do we want to get? Do we want to have like a big S shape, or do we want to keep it? It's a tough call. Tough call. Like something like that. Oh, then they point into each other, don't they? All right, head, shoulder, leg is coming, almost like he's gonna stomp on you. The other leg would be back there, and then this would be. Let's give ourselves a little bit more room here, and let's see what we can do. What spikes? Can we get some spikes? Maybe we get some spikes on the. I should have looked at the Oliphants in Lord of the Rings, like some spikes on the wrappings around there, and then I don't know, maybe more spikes here. Let us now. We should look at these sketchfabs. The sketchfabs. His head is way too high, but I like the. See the shoulder here? Doing the other. There's the knee. I guess that's actually the ankle. No, is that the knee? Oh, elephant anatomy. Yeah, they have really thin back legs, don't they? All of the what do you call them? Pachyderms. Something like that. So maybe if that's the case, then maybe we can get some more trunk action in the front here. Bum 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 bum. And where's our other sketchfab? Here's our other sketchfab. Let's move him to the top. This is kind of even more dramatic upshot. Oh, speaking of upshots, when I was in the, was it the airport? Yeah, it was the airport from Okayama to Tokyo. We were taking a flight from Okayama to Tokyo. Let's get the tusks way up here. There was I took a photo of it. It was do not take upskirt shots of the stewardesses. It's against the law, and you'll get in trouble. So that was a good reminder. Yeah, let's get ears of the mastodon. Where's our original? I don't want sketchfab. Yeah, there it is. Tiny little ears, right? I'm gonna make this yellow. Bow. And quite shaggy. And their tusks are, in this one, the tusks are quite small and downward pointing, as I remember from the description. But actual mastodons don't seem to have that. Where's our mastodon? Yeah, this mastodon. So I think we could take some artistic license and have some more impressive tusks. But let me get my Sketchfab back. B. This would be the jawline. Could make the ears nice and shaggy. Shaggy. I think that'll have to do. Right? This is just something like that. And then we can put some, I don't know, he's got some kind of thing here. This is my rough layer. I'm gonna come back and do another pass cleans. This is just for the shapes. All right, so this is the, maybe we'll give him some, oh, come on now. Bum. I want him to be even more, coming right down. Like, let's do more foreshortening on that. It's coming right at you. Right? Does that make sense? And this will be... Let me put that back a little bit more. Something like that. All right, let's get our... Need to be able to see the other legs, or at least suggestion of other legs. And hairy. Don't forget the hair. You put some hair on there. I don't think I want to put any spikes on the trunk. Do I? I don't think I do. Yeah, Japan is funny. Funny, and they have delicious snacks. All right. I want to do that. Since the leg is coming at us, maybe I'll put the trunk up a bit. This is not as dramatic as I hoped it would be. But, all right, so let me take a look at the howdah. Howdah, Frenchie, say it right. What do we need to look at? Is that the right one? Oh, see, there's a howdah. Oh, see, there's a driver on the neck. Do I want to draw two orcs? I don't think I do. Oh. What? Let me look. There's my orc. There's my orc. I don't need that anymore. Get rid of that. Let's take a look. Yeah, so there's a driver. A mahat, is that what they're called? And then, yeah. So maybe I do need to. Oh no. What about this guy? Yeah, there's nobody in that howdah. Okay, so a small pivot. Let's put the driver orc up here. And then we can see the howdah back here. Who's in there? Another orc? Or an oligarch? What does an oligarch look like? Okay. Okay, and then I don't want that one. Actually, I might need him for the driver. I just want to get... How does that look? It comes down here. It's flat. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we could have some... You can put some drapery here. Sure, why not? And then... Oh, it's kind of like in the wrong spot, though, isn't it? Because he's so short. And what about the tail? Do they have tails? I see a tail there. Let's look on the original. I don't see a tail there. Doesn't mean it's not. They don't have one. Just don't see it. Okay, I think we'll probably put a tail on them. And then, how are they? Oh my god. Okay, we just cover it up. We're just going to cover it up. We're going to cover up that area. Okay, I need to get to my other, and then this, and let's just put the tail there. Oh, come on. Don't be that like that, Photoshop. Let's do a little, make it a little more dynamic. Okay, are we happy? Are we happy with this? And then, all right. Let me see my, yeah, let's use that guy. Oh my God, what happened? All I want is this guy. That's all I want from you. Something like that, just for my reference. Something like that. Something like that. And then, okay, that's good. We're done. That's all we need. All right, now we're going to take this. Oops. We're going to take this. We're going to make it a lot darker. Almost black. How are we doing for time? 10:15. We started 7:03. 13:23. Okay, not doing too bad. Let's do I want to do another layer? Let's do another layer. Let's make this the olive layer. Green. Let's do that. All right, let's do these crazy orcs. Crazy orcs. Hey, there you are. Yeah, little orc. Bum 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 bum. Do I need to do anything special for these orcs? Olive. Oh. Bow. Oh gosh. They're kind of like, they do have the hunched over look, don't they? Orky. Let's bring it down to 30. Sure. Let's just make them like that. Looks like his mouth, but it's supposed to be his tusk. All right. Do we want to give him clothes? I feel like no. Orcs, as far as orcs are concerned, clothes are a weakness. I feel. Is this too dark? I don't know what he's sitting on. Doesn't matter. Let's make this. Hide it. Hide it in the shadows, my friends. That's what we do. When we don't know what to do, you just hide it in the shadows. Let's make him hairy too. Oh yeah. A hairy orc and a hairy elephant. Okay, so that's the Mahout. Mahout. Let's do. All right, let's get our. Where is our sketch fab? Ding 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 ding. Get rid of all that gray. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, let's zoom out a wee bit. I don't know what Damn. Feel like he should definitely have some kind of armor here. Don't know what. Boom. 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 Diddly. Okay. Boom. Boom. Diddly. Boom. That's not too bad. I think that's acceptable. And then that chin, that amazing chin. Right, something like that. Let's get those spikes on here. Spikes. More spikes. More spikes. We want more spikes. Something like that. And let's get this leg going on here. 2, 3. Pachyderms. Am I right, guys? And there's Shaggy. Let's give him some Shaggy. Shaggy. Okay. Shaggy. I'm missing some of that. All right, so let's get that ear. Let's get that ear here. That's an ear. That's a Shaggy ear. Not having much in terms of... oh, kind of messed that up. So his eye is there. The other would be behind. So this is actually the center line here. I feel like that's the center line there. So maybe. Let's do that. I'm trying to give him like a chainmail thing going on here. Right? How are we doing for time? Oh my god, we only got 2 minutes left. Okay. Let's cover everything with hair here. Let's have the... This is the other leg over here. And the other leg over here. And then I gotta do the other howdah. Okay, we're gonna run over. We're gonna go overtime here. All right. Let me save my work. Not enough spikes. There's never enough spikes. All right, howdah. I feel like the howdah was maybe a mistake, but we'll try our best now. There's a blanket with the frillies, and then another blanket with the frillies. Let's put a pattern on it, maybe. I don't know. Pattern. Yeah, I don't know. Just give it a suggestion of a pattern there. And then I feel like the mahout is all messed up, but that's okay. Okay. I need my reference again. No, that guy, you're dead to me. Is this the one? I think this is the one. Okay, great. Okay. Then we'll just put the rider, the passenger. We'll just put him in complete and utter shadow. So there's a spike to add that air of mystery, an air of mystery. I do like these could almost be like, they almost have like a rib. Look at like ribs. And then, oh my goodness. Here's the look, it looks like another ear. But it's supposed to be a curtain. And then this guy, I don't know who it is. Let's make it Venger. Venger from the cartoon. Right? Pop pop pop. Pop pop pop. Pop 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 pop. Right? Something like that. We are at time, ladies and gentlemen. Friends. Pop pop pop. But we gotta do a spike. We gotta do another spike. We need a spike over here, and then the back spike there. Here, let's do the eyes. And then dun 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 dun. Yeah, this doesn't really work, but, and again, some more crosshatch. Okay, I feel like that's fine. Is it fine? I feel like that's fine. The only thing we have left to do is the little leg back here, which again we'll put some hair, so give it some shaggy, and then this. So there's a little, and then we're pretty much done. Let's get rid of that. Right? I feel like we're pretty much done. Let's clean up some of this business, because I think we will use this layer. For some reason, I've noticed I noticed this in my other drawing program too. My eraser cuts out sometimes. And it's kind of annoying. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay, great. This is it. Let's get back to that other color. And we'll just add the shagginess in this layer too. Some shag. I want some shag. Right? This will all be in the background, so. And then this, oh yeah, evil Venger. He's kind of missing a leg, the mahout up here, but that's fine. Just a little bit around the eye. I feel like he doesn't have nearly enough spikes, but we did what we can in the time we had. Thanks for joining, everyone. Well, kill switch. Yeah, that was the Oliphant. Let's get white, like I do. It is the. I didn't really do any old. It's just orc on an olive Oliphant. It's kind of taking. I don't like the placement here. Orc on an olive Oliphant. Where's my little? Yes, there it is. I gotta put this above at the top though. And it is a 20-minute monster. I didn't sign it. Got a bunch of space at the end here. Let me move this over. Center it a little bit. Oh, but I can't do it with that layer. Every other layer, I can do it. Move it over. $20-minute monster. Okay, sure. And yeah. Let's Tauren 2025. Next time is the letter P. Kill switch. I think it's great. I love the perspective. Well, thank you. Next week is the letter P. The options are para-elemental, ice, smoke, magma, and ooze. An ooze elemental? That's interesting. Huh. The ooze para-elemental. Ooh, that's got me thinking. That might be the one to go. We got the petch. Not a peach, but a petch. Some kind of earth elemental or something? I don't know. We got the pedipalp. Oh. Got the pedipalp, which just looks like... If I can move it up here. It just looks like a whip scorpion to me. But I'll read the entry. Maybe it's more interesting than it looks. The phoenix. We all know what a phoenix looks like. A phycomid, which is some kind of fibrous blob of decomposing milky-colored matter with fungi coming out. And a planetar, which is some kind of a spirit. Let's take a look at the planetar. Not too bad. That's an option. Is that all for P? And a pseudo-undead, and a pudding, comma, deadly, and a pyrolisk. This monster is nearly identical to the cockatrice, except that close inspection will reveal one red feather in the tail. Okay, so it's like a flaming cockatrice. That's cool, too. All right. So those are options for next time. do the liking, do the subscribing, do all the things you got to do. Check out my other videos. Ooze sounds interesting, as Killswitch says. Yes, I agree. I do like. I don't draw enough oozes. So thanks for joining me for I'll see you next time on the internet. Aye, and goodbye. Thanks for joining. See you next time. How do I get out of this? Jane, stop this crazy thing.